Moin Moin zusammen, hier aus dem Flur vorm Arbeitszimmer. Willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Bear with Me und wir betreten das Arbeitszimmer und schauen mal, was in diesem neuen Bereich auf uns wieder wartet. Erstmal ein schöner Ladeschirm, aber die sind kurz, die sind echt kurz. So, wir schauen uns alles der Reihe nach an. Vase. Diese Vase, liebste Base, passt genau auf deine Nase. Walter Mörs hat das mal irgendwann mal in einem sinnlosen Comic verwandt.
Only for looking, not for touching, according to my mom.
Etwas.
It's a decorative plaque of some sort, or an award for wood chopping? I don't really know.
Und noch eine Vase.
It looks expensive.
Ja, wäre schade, wenn dem Ding irgendwas passieren würde. Bücher und ein Buch. Okay, wir gehen mal die
My
Bücher durch.
grandpa's books. I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but these look so boring.
Und das einzelne Buch?
A book titled Objection, Your Honor. The most commonly used phrases in TV courtroom dramas. I'll allow it.
Okay, ich sehe da schon was versteckt sein soll wohl. Ein Schlüssel.
There's a small key up there. It looks lonely.
I guess you could say. It's just hanging around.
So lustig. So.
We'll have to find another way.
Ja, kommen wir wohl nicht dran an das Teil. Noch mehr Bücher.
My grandpa's books. I know you're not supposed to judge a book by...
Ach so. Okay, noch ein Buch.
A book titled Indoctrination of Roman Dutch Law in the Courts of South Africa. Well, that makes no sense whatsoever.
Oh, vielleicht schon. Noch mehr Bücher. Ach nee, dann kommt wieder der gleiche Spruch. Ein Gemälde.
I've always loved this painting. It looks familiar in a way. I feel like I've been there before.
Huh, yeah? How come you're not in it?
Du solltest nicht sagen, dass du da schon mal warst. Es gibt jemanden hier, der hier zuschaut und der garantiert hier zuschaut und der das nicht mag, wenn man überall schon gewesen ist. Sei mal gegrüßt, haha.
A book titled Copyright Infringement Law. Such nonsense made-up words.
Genau. Noch mehr Bücher. Vielleicht kommt da ja ein neuer Spruch. Ja, genau das gleiche. Okay, alles klar. Noch eine Lampe. Alle klicken hier alles an.
Please, whoever finds this log, I'm one of the developers, for bear with me. I didn't want to do it. They've made me. Please send some... Oh no, I can hear him coming.
Wow, that's just disturbing.
Yep.
Finde ich auch. Nochmal.
Please, whoever finds this log, I'm one of the developers, for bear with me. I didn't want to do it. They've made me. Please send some... Oh no, I can hear him coming.
Serious stuff, Digga. Kann man jetzt leider nicht abbrechen.
Wow,
deswegen
that's
müssen wir
just disturbing.
Yep.
So ein Gemälde.
I just love these old paintings. If I fail in my quest to become a world-renowned novelist and Pulitzer Prize winner, maybe I'll become a painter.
Sure. Are they letting just anyone be a painter these days?
Hey, I'm only 10 years old. The world is my oyster.
Eine Sanduhr.
It looks pretty. The sand, I bet, came from somewhere far away.
That dim-witted boy sells these down at the local market. So the sand probably came from...
Nope, somewhere far away. Maybe some desert.
Sure, the desert.
So gut.
A book titled It's a Wonderful Lie, The Judicial System and How to Exploit It for Profit. So many stupid words. I hate boring books.
Das ist ein interessantes Buch. Ich hätte es gerne. Ein Schrank. Hä?
Hey, a flashlight. But there are no batteries inside.
There's bound to be some in the house.
We can ask Rusty if he'll give us one of his.
Ich hab
I'll
noch
take the
eine.
flashlight with me.
Ich habe noch eine Taschenlampe. Warte mal. Hier ist eine Batterie, da haben wir eine Taschenlampe.
This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these.
Wie in fast allen Point-and-Clicks. Alter, ne, sie haben wirklich kein Klischee ausgelassen, das man noch aus anderen Point-and-Clicks kennt. Ein Globus.
So many places to visit. If I had a lot of money, I would spin this and travel to where my finger lands. Hopefully not in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, so würde ich auch denken. Zigarren.
Ew, cigars are gross. Of all the places in the world, the flavor country seems least appealing to me.
Ein geöffnetes Buch.
Lex iniusta non est lex? Funny made-up words. Although they have a certain righteous ring to them.
Herr Kittenkummler, falls Sie das sehen, übersetzen bitte. Ich werde es nicht nachschlagen.
Highly breakable. Believe me, I know. Nothing interesting about it.
Sehr zerbrechlich.
This chair is so comfortable, but we don't have time to sit around. Well, Ted will probably need to at some point. He's getting old.
Huh? I wasn't listening. You just ramble on sometimes.
You didn't hear me 'cause you're old.
Oh, Ted ist so ein bisschen so wie ich.
Just shining away. I have a similar one in my room.
You have the same lamp in your room. It's just asset reuse. Those lazy artists.
Eine Anubis-Statue?
It's Anubis, protector of the deceased. It's so common you would think people have an almost unnatural fascination with death.
Bist du eine Katze? Katzen schmeißen nämlich immer alles runter. Umgestürzte Statue.
There's a number written underneath. 107. What does it mean?
10-7's the police code for an unconscious or a dead person.
That's a little grim.
I don't make the rules. I sure as hell don't follow them either.
Ich würde eher sagen, das ist irgendein Code für, also so wie ich das normalerweise aus solchen Spielen kenne, für eine Sache. Also für einen Tresor oder so. Pflanze mit sehr scharfen Blättern. Mit scharfen
growing
Blättern.
from the sand.
Aren't you perceptive, doll? You should have been a detective.
And you should have been a 10-year-old girl, 'cause you throw like one.
Alter. So, irgendwas hier noch. Ich gucke hier extra mal. Also es sind nur Pflanzen mit scharfen Blättern. Habe ich die Gemälde schon angeguckt? Ich finde jeden einzelnen Spruch
It's
in
a
diesem
small
Spiel.
boat in the middle of a storm. I hope they made it out.
You know how they say, doll. It's not the size of the boat, but the motion in the ocean.
What does that even mean?
I think it means that it doesn't really matter how big the ship is. It will probably sink if the storm is strong enough.
Such a tragedy.
Leider abgeschnitten, aber ja. Noch ein
It's a
Gemälde.
small house in the country. It looks so peaceful there. I wish I had more time to appreciate every piece of art I come across.
Machen wir doch. Und ein Loch in der Wand. Das ist mir gleich als erstes aufgefallen.
This hole leads to Flint's room. It's covered in cobwebs, though. That's so gross. Go in, Ted, and check it out. I'll wait for you here.
I'm sorry, doll. As much as crawling through spider-infested holes sounds appealing to me, I have to pass. See, spiders tend to nest in my fur, and then I have to take a bath and go through this whole fumigation process. It's a mess.
This hole leads to... Go in.
I'm sorry, doll. See, it's a mess.
Also man kann dann später beide unabhängig voneinander steuern. Das ist ja auch schön. Also solche Sachen liebe ich einfach. Aber jetzt habe ich wirklich keine Ahnung, was haben wir denn im Inventar Schönes? Ist denn da noch irgendwas, was wir nicht... Also ich habe jetzt nichts, wo ich jetzt unbedingt das Vergrößerungsglas drauf anwenden würde. Vielleicht muss man das ja hinterher noch... Oh!
What the hell? What was that?
I don't know, Ted. Lights? Tricks?
Yeah, I guess. I'm getting too old for this.
Thing. This thing.
Yeah, sounds right.
Not really.
Hä, was war das? Wo ist er? Ja, wir quatschen mal nochmal Rusty an, weil der soll uns ja eine Batterie geben. Hallo, Rusty. Siehst wirklich müde aus.
Rust, we need a big favor.
What's this about, Bear?
Rusty, we need a battery for our flashlight. We thought you could help us out.
Sure, I got batteries, but here's the problem, miss. If I give you a battery, I gotta shut down for the rest of the night, and I have to keep an eye out.
Das Problem verkleinern, kriegen wir nicht wenigstens eine?
We could take some of that edge off, Rust. Why don't you rest your eyes for a bit and let me and the doll here take over?
You? No offense, Bear. I respect you as much as anyone in Paper City, but this here is different. I don't think you could handle this red guy on your own. You should take care of Miss and Millie and leave the patrol to me.
Are you saying I'm not qualified for watch duty? We have to wrap this thing up, fast. There's a bottle of carrot juice in my desk that's longing for my return. We can keep an eye out for anyone suspicious in the meantime. Besides, you know I'm more than qualified. That nasty business from a couple of years ago, with them robots going missing. I was the one that brought that whole shady affair down, and you know it.
Are you trying to play me, Bear? I know you had nothing to do with that. That thing went so high up, there's no chance in hell Snoop like you even got close to wrapping it up.
You seem to have blown a fuse there, Rust. It was me who cracked that case, and I can prove it. I have the case file and the credentials, handed to me by the commissioner in my office somewhere.
Okay, settle down there, Bear. Let's make a deal. You show me the credentials, and I'll hand over the battery. It's not that I don't believe you. I just want to make sure you're not playing me is all.
Kriegen wir nicht wenigstens eine?
Can't you give us just one battery, Rusty? You'll still have a couple of them left, right?
Here's the thing, little miss. It's a closed circuit.
She knows. She's just playing on your soft side, Rust.
Okay, verstanden. Okay.
Ted and Amber move away.
Oh my god, Ted, you're not supposed to read the brackets. A do-over?
Keep it rolling! We should get to my office, doll. There's an old file I have to find.
What's this whole deal about anyways? Why can't he just give us a battery? We can keep an eye out.
Rust is having a hard time coping with what happened. He worked in that mill for over 20 years, and now suddenly he's got nothing to do. Let's just do this to humor him.
Poor Rust. Okay, you're right. Let's find that file.
I think by the time this is over, we're going to meet a lot of people in his position.
Okay, also ich habe schon gedacht, wir wären jetzt an einem Endpunkt irgendwie angekommen, wo wir jetzt rätseln müssen ohne Ende. Aber es scheint so zu sein, dass wir tatsächlich einfach nur in Mr. Bears Büro müssen und dort eine Akte finden müssen. Und da ist ja ein Aktenschrank. Ja. Was ist das da eigentlich für ein komisches Bandzeug? Das aussieht wie ein Schnürsenkel. Und wir gehen mal in Mr. Bears Büro. Ach, Millie sollten wir vielleicht nochmal ansprechen. Vielleicht hat die ja was Neues. Man sollte in Point-and-Clicks immer noch
There should
mal
be an
irgendwo...
old file here somewhere. Nasty business from a couple of years ago. The robot union hired me to look into several cases of robot kidnappings.
I remember. That CEO of Illuminarium, Skinner, used robot parts to manufacture headlights at low prices.
Yep, I brought down that whole shady deal. Almost got shot in the process. Rust finds me unqualified for lookout duty. Probably thinks I'm a burnout.
You're not a burnout, Ted. I mean, you were more driven before, but I understand you've had a lot on your mind lately. Anyways, I'm really glad you're with me on this one.
Sure thing, doll. What, am I going to say no to you?
Thanks, Ted.
Don't mention it, partner.
Okay, der Aktenschrank.
It's full of Ted's past cases.
Okay. Ah, das war vorhin nicht. Man konnte da nicht ranfassen. Okay, alles klar.
There. Is this it?
Yep, that's the one. Let's head back to that hothead
So
robot.
einfach. Also ich will ja nichts sagen, aber ich habe Point-and-Clicks gespielt, die komplizierter waren. Millie.
Be careful, you two.
Be careful, Simple Minds. You too. Ja, ich werde langsam vom Humor her so ein ganz klein wenig beeinflusst hier. Ja, ist ein cooles Spiel. Ja, damals die Point-and-Clicks, die ich früher gespielt habe, ich sag nur einmal Day of the Tentacle, dann natürlich die Monkey Island Serie. Ich glaube, ich habe sie nicht alle durchgespielt. Und was meine Lieblinge waren, und auch die von meiner Ex, das war Baphomets Fluch, Broken Sword, falls das ein Begriff ist. Ja. Und natürlich die unvergessene Gabriel Knight Serie. Leider Ich denke, grafisch nicht geeignet, um heute nochmal Let's Play zu werden, aber wir werden mal sehen. Rusty, Digga.
Having trouble finding your proof of competence, Snoop?
I'll find it. It's somewhere in my office. I know that much.
Sure thing, take your time. I'll be here if you need me.
Warum habe ich die Akte nicht? Ach doch, da, guck mal. Ha, muss man so machen.
There you go, buddy. Signed and authorized by Commissioner Locke himself. Anyways, we really need that battery now, Rust. Time's a factor here.
So it was you. I'll be damned. That was a big deal for us robots, you know. I always held you in high regard, Bear. But you just earned my utmost admiration, let me tell you. You can have my battery. I can use a little shut-eye, to be honest. Keep an eye out and keep little Miss here safe. Oh, and check on Millie from time to time. Make sure she's all right.
Thanks, Rust. We won't let you down.
Thank you so much, Rusty. Get some sleep. We'll wake you up in the morning.
Jo, so. Also er pennt jetzt und wir haben eine Batterie. Das heißt, wir müssten eigentlich 2 Batterien haben. Batterien mal 2.
Hey, I got it working.
Und das heißt, wir können ins Badezimmer. Ich versuche hier die ganze Zeit auf irgendeine Art und Weise die Sicht zu drehen, aber ja. Es ist halt ein Point-and-Click und kein 3D-Adventure. Es gibt ja so Mischgemüse dazwischen, zwischen 3D und Point-and-Click. Also es ist ja irgendwie 3D. Was rede ich hier eigentlich? Seems I'm getting old. Oh, guck mal, wir können mit der Taschenlampe hier so rumleuchten. Schön. Ein Staubwedel. Nein, ich mach das Ganze mal. Die Badewanne.
You should really know what this is by now, buddy.
It's where I take long showers and contemplate life. Also, I sing.
Das kann man nicht sehen. Ah, Gemälde, schön. Das finde ich immer wieder gut.
It looks pretty. Maybe in our world, a happy little bush lives there. Just sitting there between light and dark shades of blue.
Ach ja.
A waterfall. I feel like a lot of these are waterfall-based.
Wasserfallbilder, vor allen Dingen überhaupt Bilder in einem Badezimmer, ist einigermaßen, nein, sollte man nicht.
Submerged ruins of an ancient temple. A painting of something or another, it's too small to tell.
Pflegeprodukte.
Lots of creams and powders, also hair gel, a sponge thingy, some kind of paste and so on, intended to make you look presentable when applying for a low-income 9-to-5 position to grind away the days. I don't really know what all that means. I picked it up in a movie once.
So süß. Was kann man da machen?
I'm pretty as it is.
Handtücher?
Fun fact, if you stuff a bunch of them down the toilet and flush, the water will overflow and the repair guy will come to fix it. He will also complain about the economy and how he has to work on Sundays.
Okay. Cremes.
Just some stuff I don't really care about.
Pillen?
They're my mom's. I'm not really sure what they're for.
Okay. Ein Schrank.
It's just one of the many cabinets around the house. Nothing interesting about it, really.
Da ist noch ein Gemälde auf dem
A
Boden.
painting on the floor. Trying to get out of town, eh? You owe money to the art community. Listen here, man. I'll cut you a deal. I'll take on your debt and pay those money-grubbing watercolor pushers. Maybe I'll call you on your debt sometime. Maybe not. What do you say? Beats living on the run.
Was redet die da? Sie ist auf Drogen, glaube ich. Hallo Bär. Toilettenpapier.
Classic TP, found in most bathrooms. What's there left to say that hasn't been published in Science Weekly already? Am I right?
Eine Toilette.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
So geile Referenzen. Ein Mülleimer.
It's a trash can. Surprisingly, it's full of trash.
Damenbinden und so.
I'm not going through trash. It's just my work ethic.
Putzzeug.
Used to clean around the house.
Ja, kann man davon was nehmen?
But nice try, Mom.
Da ist Pümpel. Ach nee, ein Staubwedel.
Used by oh so many French maids.
Staubwedel. Ah, ich habe eine Idee. Wenn ich den nehmen kann. Ja, ich kann ihn nehmen.
This duster may come in handy. I'll take it with me just in case.
Ich weiß, wo wir den anwenden könnten. Ich bin ja nicht ganz blöd. Ah, ein Spiegel.
Every time I look at it, I see a beautiful princess. She's bound to live a long and happy life in a castle somewhere in France and have lots of ponies.
Wie süß. Okay.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Ich hab's
Who will be a
gewusst.
beautiful princess who's bound to live a long and happy life in a castle somewhere in France and have lots of ponies.
You are Amber? Like for toads?
I knew it.
Did that thing just talk?
I don't know. Did it?
Ich hab's gewusst, dass sowas passiert.
Used for not washing your face, because water is gross in the morning.
Sehe ich nicht so. Ich mag mich gerne waschen.
It's full of uninteresting stuff. Pairs of towels just hanging out.
Schreibt's mal in die Kommentare, liebe Zuschauer. Mögt ihr auch es zu baden, euch zu waschen und so weiter, oder hasst ihr es? Hast du ihn gesehen?
What's happening? What is this? Doll, you seeing this?
I don't know, Ted. What was that?
It's fine. It's nothing, probably. It's the middle of the night and the light is playing tricks on us. Let's go.
Okay, liebe Leute von heute. Einmal grüßt Horsti, wenn du das hier auch siehst. Wie gefällt dir das Spiel? Ja, schreibt jetzt in die Kommentare, wie euch das Spiel gefällt. Wir sehen uns übermorgen wieder zu einer neuen Folge Bear with Me. Ich sehe gerade, es ist ein guter... was rede ich hier? Es ist ein guter Punkt, um eine Pause zu machen, wollte ich sagen. Meine Güte. Ja, bis übermorgen. Ciao mit B wie Bear with Me.